Hello everyone, it's Marie the Water Nerd. I am here today with Liquid Death. Liquid Death is one of my favorites to talk about, mostly just because what a great name, right? Liquid Death. Who wouldn't want a big glass of Liquid Death? Obviously, it's not me. So what I've got here, I've got my water, the one I drink every day. Which is antioxidant, anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, anti-plastic, anti-disease. This one is anti-aging. So if you're wondering, is my water actually causing me to age faster? I am doing a video series where I test random bottles of bottled water and let you know if they are a rapid aging water or an anti-aging water. So, without further ado, let's get started. If you are new here, this is my ORP meter, or it's also called a redox meter. If you do want one of these yourself, you can order them online at either Amazon or American Marina. This is not provided to us with our technology that we use to make our water in our kitchen. This is a whole different system. So this is a redox, meaning it measures the reduction in oxidization. So what it's going to do is it's going to tell me if these waters are an oxidant or an antioxidant. Therefore, one would be a rapid aging water and another would be an anti-aging water. I particularly prefer anti-aging water now that I'm 44 going on 45. So let's have a look here. Actually, we're going to open up Liquid Death. Yeah, my gracious mother is on my mod today. So we're really lucky because I'm always telling you guys, I can't see your comments. So my mom, Ann Gardner, is going to be in the comment section. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please shout them out down there and she will shout them out right here. As always, I'm going to come to you to open up our bottle for today. All right. Now, Liquid Death is an interesting one. I actually don't have a big problem with this company. It is a mountain water. It's a natural spring water from the Austrian Alps, apparently. It's got, I don't know, skull and stuff on it, but they're doing their best to promote recycling, which is cool. And that's why they do the aluminum can. Problem with aluminum is you can't really put liquid or water in aluminum without having some semblance of plastic in there. So all of our aluminum cans, I'm sure you've seen that with the can of Coca-Cola and stuff, where they melt down somehow, it's some chemical thing, they melt down all the aluminum around it, and you're left with like a plastic bag of Coca-Cola. Has anyone seen that? Well, this would be the same idea. So there is still plastic in this can. Unfortunately, when water is import water, most of our import waters spend a lot of time in these plastic containers. There was a recent study and they were looking at import water versus domestic. Not a big difference as far as quality went, but the import water was in the bottle for 12 to 24 months. And that's a long life for a bottle. It could be in a hot tarmac, could be frozen in Canada, and then put into on a shelf and you drink it and you think, that is fresh. And it's not that fresh, unfortunately. So, but sticking with the topic, we are about to find out if Liquid Death is an anti-aging water. So, can you see this, Mom? I'm going to, because I can't invert these numbers, so I'll get you to put them in the chat. Now, first, let's have a look at what an antioxidant is. So, this water here I make in my kitchen. It's an antioxidant, anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, and anti-disease kind of water. Now, when you see the ORP show that negative, what you're seeing is the representation scientifically of antioxidant or anti-aging. So you can call that little negative anti. Okay, Mom is there. So what do we got? Oh, Mom, yeah, you can see that. So we can stop it right around the
minus
let's put it down there. We had it up into the 500s. Now, when this water is fresh, it'll actually hit somewhere in the range of negative 700, which is a very positive antioxidant. Many of us are looking for antioxidants in our lives. If anybody in the chat could give me some examples of an antioxidant, that would be awesome. So I know some of mine is all 566. Nice, excellent. So I know some of my antioxidants that I used to try to get to, or I used to try to tell myself were an antioxidant, were things like red wine. That'd be fun if that was healthy. We can test that one day here. That would be fun. Test red wine, see if it's an antioxidant. Now, what we're going to do, so we've got this at our negative. So every time I move it, it kind of slips around, but call it negative 500. Now let's go test Liquid Death. I just love saying it. I can see why they like their name. This is Liquid Life. I like that name better. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's happening on the ORP. So as soon as we lose the anti, we get into pro. Anti versus pro. So now this one would be a pro-oxidant. Pro-inflammation, what else? Aging, pro-plastic. Unfortunately, a lot of our natural spring water now, I know for sure in North America, I'm not too sure about Austria, but in North America, our natural spring water is one of the highest culprits for PFOS and PFAS. Those are the forever chemicals. Some of you may have heard about that if you're interested in water here. PFOS and PFAS get caught in our system. And what happens is they're carcinogenic and we can't detox them. So if we're drinking plastic water, we're drinking chemicals that are leaching from these plastics. And a lot of the times, unfortunately, it's even in our natural spring water and our tap water. So we're going to call this one at a positive. I'm not getting really high positive, so I think maybe, but at least we have a positive. Usually I was expecting around a positive 200, but we're going to probably get it up to a positive 100. Either way, it's a pro. Going back into the anti, which is my nickname somewhere. And we've got antioxidant, anti-aging. Don't worry, Mom. And then we've got our pro again. They can see it. They just got to think real hard because they've got to turn it around. Someday I'm going to figure out how to invert a live video. That's going to be leveling up. Okay, so we're back into our pro, right? So now we're on our way to 100 pro. Okay, so that is unfortunate for Liquid Death that it's a pro-oxidant and it is a rapid aging water. If you are interested in seeing more of the tests that I do, I always do ORP and pH. I am uploading all of these videos onto my YouTube channel, which is Marie Gardiner, because I haven't figured out how to change the name yet. So usually you can find me at hashtag ZapYourTap or hashtag StopBottled if you are looking for me. Next, we're going to do the pH test. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this, but I'm going to run through it anyway. So high pH versus low pH. pH stands for the potential of hydrogen. So the higher the amount of hydrogen or hydrogen gas in a liquid, the higher the pH. That's where the term pH came from. So let's get our drops here. And let's find out. Now, with alkalinity, you're not going to change the alkaline balances of your body. Your body can do that. So like, let's take, for instance, our blood pH. That's a 7.36. Now, our body works really, really hard to balance that blood pH to be a 7.36. Now, if we only drink, say I drink 4 liters of 7-Up every day, and I only eat burgers, no bun, because I'm keto. So now I'm drinking Diet 7-Up, burgerless buns, and that's the only thing that I do. Now, what is that doing to my internal pH? That's making my body work a lot harder to balance my blood pH. Now, when I'm sure you know, even just from your own job, if you're working harder on one thing, generally you're slacking somewhere else. So if we're stressing our body with all of these acidic foods, acidic liquids, what we're doing, our bodies generally, unless we're in acidosis, which is 7.35 and beyond, generally our body's going to balance. But it's going to take away from other areas. Maybe that's why we're depressed. Maybe that's why our anxiety is off the charts. Maybe that's why we feel tired. We feel like all of our energy is gone, is because our body's working so hard on in one department, it's letting the other department slide. You know what I mean? So with a high pH, especially with an electric water, you are not going to change your blood pH. All you're going to do is relieve that part of the body from having to work so hard. Right? You can drink as much electric water as you want, and it's never going to hurt you. It's never going to harm you. It's only going to do you good. So let's have a look at this. Okay. And I'm actually not really surprised with this, you guys, because Liquid Death is a natural water. So this is actually good. A lot of our natural water, like if you have groundwater, if you have well water, your water is going to be a very high alkaline because there's alkalizing minerals in this. So this tells me there's minerals. Unfortunately, this tells me there's plastic and chemicals, but this does tell me there's minerals. It's not going to be a high pH, but it's a good thing. Now this here, ooh, my new Harry Potter container here. I'm loving it. Now this here is your very high alkaline. Now this is just my tap water that's been zapped with electricity. It's known as ERW, and this trumps this. It's anti-plastic, truly has extra hydrogen ion, making it very high alkaline. This one's got some minerals, so that's good. But unfortunately has probably quite a bit of plastic in it. But all in all, Liquid Death, decent. So that is it for today. Do we have any questions, Mom, in the chat at all? We had quite a few people on here today. 90 plus, so we just got some numbers there. Okay, awesome. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. I am Marie the Water Nerd. I do teach people about anti-aging water. If it's not anti-aging, it is aging. Pro-aging, rapid aging, whatever you want to call it. So that's it for me today. Check out my YouTube channel at Marie Gardner, or hashtag Zap Your Tap, hashtag Stop Bottled Water, and I will see you tomorrow. I am actually going to be testing distilled water tomorrow. So stay tuned. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.